No, it doesn't matter at all. And I think both sides had a good hit out, to be honest. I think both sides would be pretty happy where we're at. So it's about starting from ball one and making sure you're on from the first ball in the first game. So there's no psychological edge at all.
And plans for Babar Azam and Abid Ali? Obviously, they batted very well in Rawalpindi.
Yeah.
Was that an eye opener for you, or?
No, not at all. I mean, I know the quality of Babar Azam. He's unbelievable, and I've known Abid, really good player as well. So no, it didn't surprise me. We need to bowl well at them. You know, we have to bowl well at them in order to. I think the thing that we've spoken about is being able to control the rate just a little bit more. Feel they scored a little bit too quick. Look, it was a day 2 wicket, so there was nothing in it. But they probably scored a little bit quick. We just need to control the rate just a little bit more at both of them, and hopefully that by building some pressure is the way that we create opportunities. Salam alaikum.
You seem to be knowing all 22 players in this stadium. So what were your feelings when you met the old charges, and especially a handshake with Misbah?
It was great. It was. I was so happy that I could be back at the ground to witness Pakistan's first game at home in 10 years. That was very, very special to me because obviously Pakistan holds a really special place in my heart. And it's great. The boys have been outstanding. It's been good. But I've been in contact with a lot of them. We always talk. We always have some banter. So yeah, it was really good. And I was really happy to be back in Pakistan. Yeah, it's all good. No problem. Santika. Kasun won't play here. He needs some rehab work. So we started that. So he's out. Asita Fernando has joined the squad. He's a good young quick bowler. He gives us that option. I do think conditions will be slightly different to what it was in Pindi. So we'll just take our time in making sure that we select a team that we think can take 20 wickets.
Lots of people talking about a rivalry between you and Misbah. What do you think on that?
No, it's about Sri Lanka and Pakistan. It's got nothing to do with Misbah and I. Misbah and I are fine. I respect Misbah a lot. I think he respects me, and we've got a great relationship. So it's certainly not about Misbah and myself. There's a far bigger agenda at play, and that's a test match between two very proud cricket countries. It's not about the coaches. It's not about the support staff. It's about the players on the ground.
So, Mickey, now you're head coach of Sri Lanka. Recently, Sri Lanka are playing well in Test cricket. They beat South Africa and South Africa. What's your plans for at least next 1 year? You have some big Test series coming up against England also, and a lot of series coming in.
Yeah, and I'm still getting to know the guys. I'm still looking to find out how they play. I'm looking at each guy and their role, and just to see if how they go about their stuff. So it's still fairly new for me. But what I do know is it's a very talented squad. There's some very talented players, and I just hope that we can go from strength to strength and just reel Australia or India back in, so that we can put ourselves in the reckoning for that ICC Champions Trophy final.
Sure. Mickey, you have served Pakistan a long time here. Under your Pakistan has faced many up and downs. Now players are speaking against you. They were saying you are the hurdle to get placed back in the team on their way, like Kamar Akmal, Umar Akmal. They are speaking against you. Were you involved in liking or disliking in Pakistan team?
There's no disliking or liking in any cricket team. You pick guys that you think can win games of cricket for you. I did not think Umar Akmal and Kamran Akmal could win games of cricket for Pakistan. I thought they'd had their time. I think Pakistan need to invest in these young players that they've got, who are some very, very fine young players. So as a coach, you select who you think are the best players, and you think that they're the best players that are going to win games of cricket for you. Unfortunately, you only keep 11 to 16 guys happy. The other people outside the squad are never happy. But as a coach, you can't worry about the other people. You worry about the guys that you have. You worry about developing the players you have. You worry about getting results for the team and country that you work for. And that was always my intention, always with Pakistan. I picked the boys that I think could win games of cricket.
Mickey, over here. Straight down the line.
Hey, there you go.
You mentioned in Sri Lanka that Kusal Mendis and Lahiri Kumara are two players that you think could be world class. Where are they lacking right now? What do they have to do to realise that potential?
I just think, like many young players, they're just forging their way in the game. And there's been a lot, Andrew, that have really impressed me. There's a lot of good young players, as you would know, in Sri Lanka. There's the skill level is massive. I think we need to give them structure. We've got a very, very good coaching structure in place now. We've got some very good coaches that have come in and joined our coaching group, and the players are going to benefit from that. And we just want to keep facilitating them to make sure that they're the best players that they can possibly be. The raw talent's there. Lahiri Kumara bowls 150. He runs in. He's strong. He's athletic. And I've always looked at Kusal Mendis and watched him play, and just seen what a good player he is. If we can get him doing things consistently and doing things consistently well, these guys are going to be very good players. They really are. But we've got to give them the environment so that they can grow. As I always use the phrase, we give them the roots to grow and the wings to fly. And the roots is their technique. The roots is a base. The roots is their reference point. The wings to fly is them playing within their own characters, and they've all got that skill. They've all got that talent. So hopefully we can facilitate them becoming really good players.
Okay, we noticed that during Pakistan versus Australia series, you were mentioning Pakistan. You were referring to Pakistan as we. I mean, you could still not overcome that feeling of Pakistan. Are you still in that same feeling while you are coaching in a opposite side?
It's blue now. It's not green anymore. Yes, because yes, I did. I genuinely felt, and that was just as it came out. You know, when I was watching that series, was because I was so hopefully impactful in that dressing room. I knew exactly what they were thinking. I know exactly what the guys think every day. So yes, it was me. And I've reiterated this a million times. The 3 years I had with Pakistan were incredible years. Pakistan is very, very dear to my heart. It really is. I loved every minute of my 3 years here. So I did call them we, but now I'm in the opposition dressing room, and it's they, and we've come here to win a test match here in Karachi.
Making your tenure one of the most important questions, Fawad Alam's selection. Finally, Fawad Alam got seat in his squad. Do you have any suggestions, recommendations, tips for him?
Oh, look, I'm really happy to see him get a go. To be honest, and one could say how long has it been? He played his last test match 10 years ago. So that was before me. It was before the other coach. What happened 10 years ago that he didn't continue and get his continued test career? That wasn't. My ambit when I arrived here was developing young players. That was what we wanted to do. But it's great for Fawad. I mean, I follow every score in the Quaid Azam Trophy. I've watched every score this year to see who was playing well, who wasn't playing well, because I was genuinely interested. And to see Fawad Alam go out and keep scoring runs, that's a credit to him. It's a credit to his mental capacity. It's his credit to him to be the best that he possibly could be. So good on him. And how good would it be if he made a debut in Karachi? Not a debut, a comeback, as it were, which would feel like a debut in Karachi.
Mickey, during the Pakistan versus Sri Lanka series in UAE in 2017, you were criticized for not playing two spinners in Abu Dhabi and Dubai.
Yeah.
Were you surprised to see Pakistan with no spinners in Rawalpindi?
Yeah, I was, to be honest. But look, at the end of the day, conditions might have said that it would have been ironical because we really considered playing two spinners there. It would have been like, well, hang on, what's just happened here? I was criticised for playing all the quicks, and then suddenly we play two spinners and Pakistan play four quicks. But ultimately, as a coach and as a selection panel, you've got to look as to how best you think you can win the game. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and that's the art of coaching. And then when it doesn't work, you've got to make sure that you take the bamboo on the back and you move over to the next game.
Mickey, actually, Pakistan has a solid track record in this ground. They have lost only twice. So what are your plans for this? And number two, you are speaking highly about Sri Lankan talent. And what is your plans, team setup for the game?
Well, firstly, I was coach of one of the teams that won here. So I do know, I've played one test in Karachi. I've got a 100% record here. For the talent, the talent in Sri Lanka, I've said it is great, and we'll assess it tomorrow and then make a firm decision. And it's no secret. Do we go with 3 quick bowlers? Do we go with 2 quick bowlers? And that's what we've got to weigh up. We'll have a look at that tomorrow.